Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome back to another episode of Outscored, where today we have Southampton and Chelsea. Last episode we got hit with the wrath of Manchester City. That happens, and we beat QPR in the third round of the FA Cup, which means we've got Middlesbrough in the next round of the FA Cup. But we start off with Southampton today. I don't think there's much to really speak about. The only thing maybe is we got rid of the really annoying striker. What's his name? Keenan Davis. We got rid of him on loan. That's the news. Let's get into the game. Right, so I've got the team for the game against Southampton. We've got Martinez in goal, Dani Alves, Conte, Mings and Target in defence, McGinn and Sanson in that midfield, Leon Bailey returning on the left-hand side with Buendia and El Ghazi alongside him in that attacking midfield, and Danny Ings up top. Ollie Watkins is injured, he's got a cold or something, but that ends up working in our favour, because that means that Danny Ings can play it here, hopefully score, and then we'll have Ollie Watkins for the game against Chelsea. And we've always got a Rezo on the bench as well, who's very, very good. We've got a few youngsters on the bench, which I like. It's nice to see. I like this team. And yeah, let's just get into this game, shall we? So yeah, we're into the game now. As you can see, Southampton are 15th. I was a bit concerned there. They're down in 15th. We're a bit higher, which is good to see. As Leon Bailey goes forward, we did miss him in the last game. He puts it into El Ghazi, who puts the ball into the back of the net. It is Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0, and we've missed that little bit of quality from Leon Bailey. We missed that against Manchester City, because that's the sort of stuff he can do. He can just run through teams, and El Ghazi perfectly timing his run, and a lovely, lovely finish as well by El Ghazi. It puts us 1-0 up within 5 minutes. And that is a brilliant start, I have to say. And maybe we're on our way to a top half finish, which will be absolutely incredible. Bearing in mind we lasted a very long time in the bottom. Target doing some good defending yet again. Am I gonna slow the pace down, or have we got this? We've got this, right? We've got this with this pace. It's just when you play online games, which I've been doing a lot of recently, the games are usually slower for people. But yeah, we've got this. Buendia into Danny Ings, you idiot. That's annoying. What I need to do is get their formation up. Oh, they're playing like a 4-5-2, is that? A 4-5-1, sorry? Something like that. As we've managed to get the ball again. It seems like every attack we get in is some sort of counter-attack. Which, I mean, that's not the way I intend to play. But if that's what's working, it's what's working, isn't it? As we're playing some nice patient build-up plays. Mings nearly mucked it up, but he didn't. Danny Ings with a lovely ball over the top to El Ghazi, who, if he gets the cross in, he does, into Leon Bailey. It's Leon Bailey assisting for El Ghazi, and El Ghazi assisting for Leon Bailey. It is the perfect combination, but unfortunately, what happens when you have a perfect combination? It means that both can't play against Chelsea in the next game. Oh boy. That's going to be difficult. That's both of our two very, very good attacking midfielders just out of the next game automatically, which is not ideal, I have to say. Leon Bailey's a bit hurt, but he is staying on the pitch until the end of the game. I do not care. He has to stay on the pitch because he's not playing in the next one. And these are the dilemmas that you have to go through. I have to risk a guy's injury because it makes perfect sense in my head to risk his injury because, well, he's not going to be playing in the next game. So he gets a massive rest. He doesn't even come off the bench. He's just guaranteed a rest. As El Ghazi's going forward, if we can get a third, we can start substituting some important players. As Buendia, Dani Alves! Oh, that was nearly perfect, wasn't it? That was nearly absolutely perfect for us. As time is ticking away at the start, but I don't really mind this. They've gone to a 4-4-2 now, by the looks of it, which is absolutely fine by me. I'm more than happy for that to happen. Time is just continuing to tick away. El Ghazi's injured. What I will do is, I think, quite obvious. I think a lot of people will see this a mile off. We will be taking Buendia off the pitch. There is no way in how we are not having Buendia for the next match. And I do actually feel like Danny Ings might be important. So we're going to be taking Danny Ings off for Arezzo because we might need to play Watkins on the wings because we've not got many wingers. That's kind of the situation we're in at the moment. As they've got a corner, this could prove costly, but we managed to get it away. But it's still got dangers over there. If Ward-Prowse puts a lovely ball in, but we managed to get it away again. And if we could mount a counter-attack, that would be perfect. But unfortunately, they've managed to keep the ball. As they're going forward, Nathan Redmond, that might be miss of the season in terms of this save. As we've got a free kick now, it's brought over the top. Al Ghazi with his injury manages to get the ball. Oh, Konza got tackled well hard there, but it's all right. As Al Ghazi goes forward, Arezzo! And that's his first goal of the season. His first goal for Aston Villa in his, second or third game for us? That is exactly what we want. And that does mean Arezzo will miss the next game, but that is fine. Like, that's the reason we like to have him on the bench, is having Keenan Davis on the bench. I didn't feel confident he could score off of the bench, whereas I do feel like Arezzo has that ability. What that does mean, though, is I probably want to rest someone else as well now. We could put Chukwuewa onto the pitch for Sanson. Maybe Chukwuewa a little bit more forward, as Ramsey, I think, is a bit more natural, maybe as a central midfielder. I could be wrong, but that's the impression that I've gotten from all the reports that I've gotten as manager of Aston Villa. I nearly said Southampton then. That was give and take coming into me there. If you didn't see the series last year, then you'll be very confused at what give and take is. But we'll come back to it on the channel, don't you worry. As Arezzo wins a header, that's perfect for us. Dani Alves with it into Arezzo. I don't want a new goal scorer. Even if we get a fourth, I really don't want a new goal scorer. As Al Ghazi puts it forward to Jacob Ramsey. Honestly, mate, I'm genuinely quite happy that you missed that. That was one of the only times where I'm actually quite happy to see my players miss. But a 3-0 victory, that's very solid. Al Ghazi with a lovely rating there. And yeah, as easy as it gets, I'm going to be honest, that's probably the easiest game I've had for a very long time. Felt in control from the off. And let's be honest here, I know that everyone's got a game in hand, but we're quite comfortable in this 11th position, and we're just waiting for 9th and 10th to slip up, which is perfect, as we'll... Oh, for goodness sakes. Thank you. How long are they out for? 2 weeks for Al Ghazi, a couple of days for Leon Bailey. I mean, Al Ghazi misses the next game anyway, so it's all good there. We do have Chelsea next. We've built up a lot of form as of late. If you look at December into January, the only teams we lost to is Leeds, Tottenham and Manchester City. So if we don't lose against Chelsea today, this could be a brilliant run from us. But without further ado, we've got to get into that game. Right, so going into this Chelsea game, we've gone back to the 5 at the back system with Jed Steer in goal, Konza, Twanzebe and Mings in defence, Cash, Target and Marvelous just in front of them, Sanson in that midfield with Trezeguet, Buendia and Ollie Watkins as our front three. Obviously, Al Ghazi, Arezzo and Leon Bailey all can't play in this game because they scored in the last one, which is a bit of a pain. The other pain is naturally having multiple injuries, and one of those being Martinez is injured, which isn't very helpful. Actually, Martinez isn't injured. Martinez is on international duty. So is Dani Alves. So thank you to the South American World Cup qualifying system that decides to run at the end of January. I thank you very much. Apart from that, I don't know if I am confident for this game. I believe in the formation as Target goes forward. Oof. I do believe in the formation. I do think this 5 at the back system can work. Especially if they're playing 5 at the back. I believe it can work. The only issue is obviously we are missing a few key players, and that does worry me a little bit. But as Sanson puts it into Ollie Watkins, but what a save by Kepa, who, let's be honest, maybe didn't have the best of weekends. And I'm quite happy with that. But he's definitely started off well here with a brilliant save. But that's what I want us to do, is just occupy so many spaces that it just can't contain us. And then hopefully one of the chances we can put away and that then forces them to come out a bit more, and then we can occupy more space. And that's the plan. Whether it goes to plan is a completely different factor, but that is the current plan anyway. Apparently, I need to change my goalkeeper because he's not fit enough, but he's also the best goalkeeper I've got, so he's definitely staying on the pitch. I'm gonna say actually that I'm quite happy. We started this game off quite well, and I want us to keep that up. I feel like they maybe are getting a bit frustrated, maybe that they can't break us down. As Cash puts it off the line, that's perfect. That would have been really badly timed again. It's been a theme recently where I've had very poorly timed sentences come out of my mouth. As time's ticking away, bloody hell. And I've got to think here, right, of all the different decisions. Clearly, Target's not having a good time, so on comes Ashley Young. Marvellous isn't having a good time, so on comes Louise. And Trezeguet's not having a good game, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on Danny Ings. We're going to switch them around. Ollie Watkins can go here, and Ollie Watkins can go as an inside forward on attack. Just really occupy space. That's basically what I want, is to occupy space. What we can do, actually, is maybe here as a target forward on support, something like that. Just really occupy the space is what I want. We might put... we don't need Young because obviously Mings can get involved. That's what we're kind of thinking. What I can do, though, is do something like that. Yeah, let's do something like that. That can work, right? We'll do that. See if that works. It might... I mean, that might muck us up a little bit, but that's my thinking is... I think it's all about occupying space. That's the entire point. As I'll encourage for the final 10 minutes. I mean, I would have taken a 0-0 draw to begin with, so I wouldn't be too disappointed if that's the case. As time is ticking away, can we nick a winner? This would be huge if we can. As Cash has got it down this right-hand side, he lays it off to Buendia. It's into Sanson, into Watkins. What a save by Kepa. Kepa's saved them twice. Both times from Ollie Watkins as well, unfortunately for him. It's just not ideal. As the ball goes over the top, it is put away, and that should, I'm guessing, be the end of the game. But do you know what? I would have taken a 0-0. A 0-0 means that we get to play whoever we want in the next game, even though it's a cup game, so it wouldn't have really mattered anyway. But it means we get to play who we want. It means the 5 at the back system can work. It can work, and did work in this game. We pretty much dominated the chances. Yes, they had the possession, but every time we had a chance, we had more chances than them, so we looked the most likely to score. I'm really, really happy with that. But you should be absolutely delighted. Really delighted with that. To get a draw against Chelsea is very, very good. Obviously, Chelsea aren't having the best of seasons in this, but that's a point that most other teams wouldn't have expected us to get. So that does help us a lot, actually. And we also didn't score, so that does mean that we can move on. Apparently, Danny Ings has gone 6 games without scoring, or 6 hours was that without scoring. 6 hours. So I'd rather him start scoring. But as I said, it's 2 clean sheets today. We didn't concede a single goal today. That is brilliant. Really good episode. We've been in fine form as of late. Hopefully we can carry that on into the next episode, which is Middlesbrough in the Cup and Leicester City. 2 games that I definitely think we can win. So fingers crossed we can keep our momentum going. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you have enjoyed it. Comment anything down below. I do reply to all your comments, so do comment anything down below. And if you're new here, please do subscribe for more stuff like this, and I shall see all of you in the next video. See ya! 2 clean sheets. Come on.